Emeritus for the SEG Foundation.
Could you do that one more time?
David Bartel, Director Emeritus for the SEG Foundation.
And aside from your current position, what is your connection to the organization?
Well, I worked for Chevron for 32 years, and I became involved with the SEG right at the start. I actually received a scholarship from SEG as an undergraduate at the University of Utah. So after I graduated, got my PhD, and started working, I started giving back to the foundation. It became more later on when I had a bit more means, and my wife and I endowed our first scholarship, I think it was about 2008 or so, and we've endowed a second scholarship now, plus highly involved in some of the other programs and being on the SEG Foundation board.
In one word, how would you describe the foundation?
It's giving back, right? It's giving back of your treasure or your time, whatever, to help the next generation of geophysicists. That's what I love to see, is the energy in the young geophysicists and the students I see and interact with.
And, well, I guess you've already spoken about how it impacted you professionally. It essentially helped you start your career, right?
Well, yes, it helps the SEG and through the foundation helps me start my career, but also allowing an opportunity to network through the technical meetings throughout my career, and then through the foundation networking with individuals, helping learn leadership, right, and helping learn the technology of geophysics and the wide facets that are available in geophysics.
Can you kind of speak on the networking aspect of it? Because I think that's a huge component for younger professionals. I think they're missing the mark on networking, not really understanding the importance of it. So can you kind of tell your story and how it has helped you?
Well, the networking part is being able to meet some of the geophysicists from around the world. You might have read their papers, you might have known them from something else. So a couple of people that I've met over the years were giants in the field, and I think people would still recognize them as giants today. I met Lucien Lacoste, who was great in the gravity field. I met Bob Sheriff. My first encounter with Bob Sheriff was really interesting. I was still a student at the University of Utah, and he was the distinguished lecturer that year. And my job was to go pick him up and his wife at the airport. And we were talking, and he said, "Well, what do you do?" And I said, "Well, I'm just a student." And he says, "No, you're not just a student. You're a geophysicist, and you're learning, and you will be contributing." And I've always remembered that about him. So it was a great interaction with him. And then, just going through my career and meeting people and being able to have those interactions. And when I've been on the foundation board, it's interacting at a kind of a different level, higher up perhaps in the organization, but that was good too. But it's all levels that you can interact with other people at your level, at higher levels within your profession.
And can you kind of describe the community as a whole? Are they welcoming? Can you kind of elaborate on how you have felt since you've been involved?
Yes, I think the community is very welcoming and open to geophysicists, because most, at least within the SEG, we recognize that we need to have the next generation, that things change and new technology changes. We've seen so many changes over the past few years of technologies that didn't really exist, now are at the forefront, using fiber optics for sensing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, full waveform inversion. Full waveform inversion, the technology was known 20, 30 years ago, but nobody had the computing power to do it. Now we have the computing power, so we can do it on a regular basis.
What are your hopes for the future?
Well, I hope that the society recognizes the value of geophysics, and that we help provide the energy that we need, the minerals that we need to produce items, water, resources, a lot of other things that geophysicists can do and help society. And then geophysics is going to change. It's going to grow, and recognizing what that means, and the society is going to have to change and grow with it, as will the foundation in the programs that it supports.
And what would you say to someone considering becoming involved?
I'd say do it, because it is you're going to get more out of it than you put into it. if you do it right and getting involved, whether it's just volunteering perhaps, or whether it's just going to meetings, you're going to start, in getting into that community, networking with individuals. And of course, yes, the foundation would love to have some money as well in order to support the programs, because we need more money in order to support the programs we have and be able to expand those programs to reach more members.